ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजोवारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यः हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। Namaskaram. With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off in yesterday's session. We came up to slokam number 18, Adhyayam 7, Skandham number 4, and Daksha, with a clear, distilled, peaceful mind was very clear because it is very peaceful. Vishuddhaya dhiya is the Sanskrit padangal used. So when there are no impurities in the mind, no agitations, so mind is very clear and very still and is focused on Bhagavan with that kind of a very pure, clear mind. The Daksha, he took the harvest in his hand, and when the chief priest asked him to offer it in Agni, with the appropriate mantram is being recited, so he said, yes, go ahead and do swaha, like we say. At that time, while offering, this is very important, you and I do that, so at the moment of offering something to Bhagavan, if my mind is devoid of all desires and agitations and all that, and just that momentarily, that one moment, that kshanam, that's enough. And I feel totally, exclusively think of only Bhagavan very lovingly. Only that kshanam when I offer, whatever I may offer to him, Bhagavan immediately says, in Bhagavad Gita, he has given the assurance, immediately he grants, he manifests. In this case, instantly Mahavishnu appeared and gave his darshan to everyone who was present. Up to that point we came. How did Bhagavan look? Bhagavan can take any form. Now we all like Bhagavan Saumya Rupam only. We do not want to look at the Pralaya Kala Swarupam of Bhagavan. But all those different forms were shown to Arjuna, right? But Bhagavan comes in the most Saumya form, which is most pleasing, most comforting to us, to you and to me. That form Bhagavan takes and that's something we cherish throughout our life and throughout not only our life but through many births, repeated births. Because these are all eternal moments. They never diminish, they never vanish away. So how did Bhagavan look? Let's take that up. Number 19. Tada saprabhaya tesham dhyotayantya diso dasha mushnaha teja upanitaha tarkshena stostravajina. Tada swaprabhaya tesham dhyotayantya diso dasha mushnaha teja upanitaha tarkshena stostravajina. Now, all the Devargal, Brahma, Siva Peruman, Bhrigu Maharishi, Prajapati, everybody is spiritually very advanced. They're all Devargal. They're all effulgent. The whole place, like when you look at the Yajnasalai, it's full of brightness. Brightness not only from the Agni Jwalai, but from the Tejas of all the people present there. So they were all highly effulgent. Please remember that. But what this slokam says so beautifully, Maitreya describes this, is that when Bhagavan appeared, his lustre and effulgence diminished the lustre of everybody who was already present there. What a beautiful way. So, Tada, at that time, Daso Disaha, Dasa Disaha, the 10 directions, Dhyotayantya, lighting up, lustrous in all the 10 directions, Saprabhaya, his own lustre, his own effulgence, his own brightness, his own tejas, his own oli, as we say in Tamil. So with that, Bhagavan appeared. All the 10 directions, with Swaprabhaya, Dhyotayantya, with his own lustre, he was lighting up all the directions, 10 directions. With that, Tesham Tejaha Mushnan. Tesham, all those people present there, and their Tejaha, their brightness and lustre, Mushnam, removing it, diminishing it, making it non-existent, because he was so bright. In doing that, how did he come? That was the brightness of Bhagavan. Now, Bhagavan's brightness, Tejas, is not dazzling to the eye. No, absolutely not. Most cooling, extremely bright. See, we cannot look at, if you say 1,000 suns and Surya Koti Samaprabha, we say, another description for him, there is 10 million suns are shining at the same time. We cannot even look at one sun with our eye. Just try and look at the sun at noon time when it is fully bright. We cannot do it because our eyesight is limited, right? But Bhagavan's brightness is such that it is not dazzling. It doesn't. You can enjoy it. It is so cooling and so all-encompassing it is. You kind of drown in it without you knowing it. It is so unbelievably beautiful. That is the vision Bhagavan grants for us to be able to enjoy his vision, enjoy his darshan. Okay, so that was one. Tejaha Mushnan, Tesham Tejaha Mushnan, diminishing, removing, nullifying, invalidating. Okay, there all the lustre of everybody present. Stotra, Vajina Tarkshyena. Tarkshyena. Tarksya is the name for Garuda. Tarkshyena means by Garuda. Grammatically, please pay attention to these as you grow, and you can also learn Sanskritam and enjoy it even more beautifully, okay? And not only superficially, but apply your mind to it. So, Tarkshyena, that means by Garuda, okay? By Tarkshya, Garudanal. You can jot it down in Tamil in your book, okay? So next time you come across this grammatical form, you know it means by that entity, okay? So Tarkshena, by Garuda, Stotra Vajina. Now Vajina, the Garuda has got two wings. They're huge. But what is the Stotra Vajina? See, this is the Sama Mantram, the Sama Vedam. There is Brihat Samam and Ratantra Samam. Those are Garuda's wings. With the Garuda who has got these wings, by that Garuda, Bhagavan Anitaha, he was brought close to them. He was riding the Garuda so beautifully. He appeared, and dying, he was coming towards them. What a beautiful sight it is. As soon as Daksha did the dhyanam with a pure mind, and he was about to offer that havis. He has not, Slokam doesn't say that he has actually offered it, but with the havis in his hand, when he did dhyanam to Bhagavan with a pure mind, that means what? With the intention of offering it, Swami, immediately Bhagavan manifests. He's not looking for the material that we offer. Whatever we offer, he's not looking for the feelings that I offer. Those are irrelevant. But the attitude with which I offer, whatever it may be, even it be poison, immediately Bhagavan manifests. He says, I take that, I accept that, is what he says. Okay? See, you can refer to Bhagavad Gita slokam that Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Okay? That one, please understand, read that again and understand it. You will know what we're talking of. Because of that, and with Bhagavan's anugraham only, because he chose this is the time, this is the place, and this is the way it's going to happen. Okay? And our job as a pilgrim is to do what he commands us to do. And that is what Daksha did. Bhagavan manifested himself. Tada saprabhaya tesham dhyautayantya disho dasaha mushtan teja upanitaha tarkshena stotra vajina. How did Bhagavan look? Number slokam 20 and 21 are beautiful. Something that we must do smaranam on. Shyamah hiranya rasanaha arka kirita jushtaha nila alaka bhramara mandita kundala asyaha sankabja chakra shara chapa gada ahi charma jagraihi Hiranyamaya bhujaihi iva karnikaraha. Again, the slokam. Shyamaha hiranya rasanaha arka kirita jushtaha Deelalaka bhramara mandita kundalasyaha Sanka vabja chakra sharachapa gada afi charma Vegraihi Hiranyamaya bhujaihi iva karnikaraha. Number 21. Vakshasi adi srita vadhuhu vanamali udara hasa avaloka kalaya ramayascha viswam parsva brahma the Yajana Chamara Rajahamsaha Parsva Brahmat Vyajana Rajahamsaha Sveta Tapetra Sasina Uparihi Rajyamanaha Vakshasi Adi Srita Vaduhu Vanamali Udara Hasa Avaloka Kalaya Ramayascha Viswam Parsva Brahmat Vyajana Chamara Rajahamsaha Svetata Petra Sasina Uparihi Rajyamanaha. Bhagavan Shyamala Vardan, the color of water-bearing dark cloud. It is not exactly black. It is dark blue, extremely dark blue. So that is why Shyamala Vardan. So Bhagavan, you can now begin to paint in Bhagavan's form in your mind, if you want, as you listen to Bhagavan Vyasa describing this through Maitreya. So Shyamala Vardan. Then he was wearing this, what we call Vadyanam. Vadyanam, the belt around the waist. And that was golden color. This gold is a pure gold. Pure gold is not exactly yellowish or golden as we call it. It is actually mixed with a reddish color, the color of, say, sunrise, for example. Okay, and that the gold is that of that color. It is okay, not the yellowish golden that you and I associate with, but it's a little bit more reddish than that. So that because that is Hiranya Rasanaha, it says, okay. The next one, he was wearing a kiritam that was effulgent like the sun, dark blue body, the dazzlingly reddish gold color of belt around the waist, and a kiritam that is shining lustrous like the sun. Then, how was his hair? His hair was full of black curls, curly hair. And because of it is a beautiful thing. Bhagavan, Krishna Avataram exactly appears like this. Bhagavan's curly hair, the curls were all kind of dancing on the forehead, kind of falling, and then you can see a bit of a curly hair kind of on top of the forehead. So beautiful it is. Now, with that, the ear, not ear rings, but the ear drops, the kundalam, as we say, right? Kundalam is not the ear ring, but the thing that drops from there, okay? So that kundalam is very important. And the kundalangal were also so beautiful and lustrous. They were all, these blackish bees were all doing rinkaram around it, it seems. With this kind of a thing, with this kritam like this, with the curly black hair and kundalangal, and his face was the Tamil word is alangarika, but it is not ornament. Dressed up is not the English word, but the Tamil I'll say it is like with all this alangarika patta. Okay, if you can understand that, okay. So then, what about his hands? He was carrying 10 things in his hand. Normally, Chaturbhujam, we say, right? Chaturbhujam means 4 shoulders. That means 8 hands, right? But here, he's actually carrying 10 things. And what are the 10 things? He has a shankam, the conch. Then he also has a lotus flower. If you see Mahavishnu's picture, right hand, there will be a lotus flower. Then he had chakram, that we all know. Then he was carrying arrow and a bow and a mace and a sword and a shield, a ketayam we call it, the shield. So all these he was carrying in each hand, and these were being carried in 10 different hands. The shoulders were with the golden ornaments and all that, again matching, remember, the Vadyanam. So they were all lustrous, shining like that, with extremely black body. Of course, this doesn't talk about Pitambaram, but we can picture that Bhagavan is wearing that yellow silk cloth. Okay. Then, in Vakshasthalam, in his not chest, but in his hridayam, to the right side of our physical heart. Okay. Bhagavan was, who was seated there was none other than Daya Devi, Lakshmi Devi herself. That is darshan of that he gave is Lakshmi Sameta, Mahalakshmi Sameta, Mahavishnu Darsanam. This is along with Tayar, this unbelievable darshanam this is that he was granting them. Then of wearing the Vanamali. Vanamali is the garland that is made out of flowers that is we find in the forest. Then, with this, such a beautiful thing, and his face was the Mantahasam. Mantahasam means there is a very small smile that is about to bloom. Okay? So, with that smile, and his face was like that, and the eyes were also twinkling with one of tremendous benediction and a mischievous love, if you would, like a way a child would look at you, that way. With that, when you one darshan of it, the whole Vishwam, the whole Prapancham is immersed in happiness. And this happens when Bhagavan darshan comes. Everything is absolutely so happy, including the leaf on a tree. Every Panchabhutanga, everything is happy. Whether animal or human being, doesn't matter. That's the power of Bhagavan's presence when he manifests. And then, on both sides of him, there were Chamarangal and also a fan, a handheld fan. Okay, people were obviously they are accompanying retinue and all that. They were doing this. Now, this actually looked like Hamsa bird because they were all white in color. Both the Chamaram and the handheld fan, they looked like white in color. They reminded you of Hamsa birds. Anna Paravaiha, say. And then on top of his head was a beautiful white umbrella. Okay, and that Sveta the Patra Sasina. Yeah, so it is not okay. The learners, let me do this properly. The Chamaram and the handle, because looking at here, Rajahamsaha Upari it came. Now we got to go through the Padagal. Two Hamsa birds actually were fanning him on both sides, like you do, like a Chamaram. They were fanning him with their wings. And then on top of his head, it is not like a regular umbrella that we talk about, the white color and all that, which is another place it also comes. But here, it's like Chandran himself, the Purna Chandran himself, was there on top of his head like an umbrella, like a beautiful white umbrella. With that, he looked unbelievably enchanting, mesmerizing. What an attractive form that Bhagavan chose to appear in, okay, at this time, at the Yaga time, at the Yajnasala time. All because Daksha prayed to him with full, total concentration, without any desire. When the slightest desire agitates the mind. Please remember that. When we do Sankalpam before any puja, mind is agitated because I'm desiring something. So the way to pray to Bhagavan is really without any desire. Mind is 100% pure. That instantly Bhagavan comes. Now Padarthanga. Shyamaha Hiranya Rasanaha Arka Kirita Jushtaha. Let us take that. Shyamaha, Shyamalavarnan. Hiranya Rasanaha, Hiranya, golden, Rasanaha, the Udyanam, the waist belt. Arka, Kirita, Jushtaha, Jushtaha, shining bright. Arka, the sun, Kirita, the crown, the Kiritam. Wearing a Kiritam that is shining like the sun, lustrous like the sun. Neelalaka Brahmara Mandita Kundala Asyaha. Neela Alaka. Alaka is beautiful. Neela, again, it is not just blue, it's dark blue. Alaka means the curly hair that I told you about. And it is just not any curly hair. Alaka denotes not just a curly hair on the head. No. Alaka talks about the curls that is falling on the forehead. That is called alaka. So Bhagavan's curly hair, the few curls are all falling on his forehead, it seems, which is beautiful because they also dance. With every movement of Bhagavan, they also dance. And especially when the Hamsa birds are fanning on each side, you can picture the curls are not going to stay static. Okay, it's so beautiful it is. So Neela Alaka, then Brahmara Mandita Kundala Asyaha. Mandita means again to brighten up, to shine. And what is shining? It's actually Brahmara, that is black bees. How can black bees shine something? If you ever see a group of black bees in your backyard or garden or something, wherever you go, you will see there is a beautiful, the black sheen, as we call it, it is shining in its own way. So beautiful it is. So shining like that. Kundala means the kundalangal that on his ears. Asyaha means the face. The face has got this kiritam and these kundalangal. Okay? Shankha Vabja Chakra Shara Chapa Gada Asihi Charma. Now, Shankaha Abjaha. Shankha Vabja is the word. If you break it up, Shankaha Abjaha. Abja is Tamarapu, that is lotus flower. Shankam, conch. Chakram, Chakraha, Sudarshana Chakram, which is nothing but the vision of love. Sudarshana. Please remember that, and we are going to see that again. Beautiful incident is going to come when we look at the Uttanapada brother. I forget his name just now. Sorry, the very first son of Swayambhu Manu. Okay, we're going to look at it, and it's going to come later. Anyway, so Sudarshana Chakram. Then Shara means arrow. Chapa means bow. Gada, Then Asihi is sword. And Sharma is what we call as ketayam or shield. Okay? So all these Shankaha, Abjaha, Chakra, Shara, Chapa, Gada, Atihi, Charna, Vyagraihi, carrying all this, wearing all this on him. Hiranyabhaya, Bhujaihi, Hiranya, golden, like lustrous, shining like a gold. Bhujaihi. Bhujam actually means shoulders. Okay? So the hand, actually shoulder means obviously the hand is also there. Hastam means hand. Bhujam means shoulder. And so we say Chatur Bhujam means with four shoulders. That means there are four hands there also. So Hiranyamaya Bhujaihi Iva Karnikaraha. With all these beautifully how Bhagavan looks like a Karnikara tree that is in full bloom with different flowers. So attractive Bhagavan looked. Then, next slokam, Vakshasi in his chest, in his marble, not chest actually, but you know what I mean. The Vakshasthalam is, marble is the right word. Okay? Vakshasi means marble. Again, another grammatical thing that you can note. And it is in or on the Vakshasthalam, on the marble. So marble. Vakshasi Adi Srita Vaduhu. Ati Srita Vaduhu. Vaduhu means his wife, Patni. Ati Srita means most exalted. Can you find anybody more exalted than Lakshmi Devi? She is the primary devotee, primary bhakta, showing us all the way. Right? Full of daya and karuna and nothing but love and complete surrender to Bhagavan. Right? So the example of a bhakta, you can take it, the very first one. So Ati Srita Vaduhu, so carrying with Lakshmi Devi, that means Lakshmi Devi darshan was also had by these people. Vanamali, next one is easy. Vanamali, the wearing the Vanamalai. Vanamalai means a garland made with flowers that are in the forest, which are basically wild flowers. Next one, Udara Hasa. Udara Hasa. Udara Hasa Avaloka Kalaya. Udara Hasa Avaloka Kalaya. Right, that's right. So now, Udaram. Udaram means something else. Udharanam means something. Udharanam means example, we actually call it, okay? But Udaram means our stomach, the lower portion of the stomach. But Udara means it is like indifference. It's not exactly indifference, but it is something like that. In other words, impartial, unattached, at the same time, very much caring. Okay, if you can picture all that. So that is Udara Hasa, smiling, which causes a Mandasa Vadanam, Prasanna Vadanam. It's a smile that captivating, encompasses everything. At the same time, absolutely unattached and untouched by anything. It is that only Bhagavan can be like that. Nobody else can be. Okay. So Udara Hasa, the Avaloka Kalaya. The Avaloka means with that plus that is a smile, and the same thing is reflected in Avaloka, means his drishti. The way he was looking also had a beautiful smile. That is, if you can picture, eyes are smiling. Sometimes you see in some children, comes out of mischief or whatever. We're going to see this in Krishna Avataram with Bhagavan's grace. So, but eyes can communicate happiness, can communicate humor, can communicate comfort, peace, so many things, beautifully, so with so much love. So Udara Hasa, Avaloka, Kalaya. Kalaya means only Bhagavan has that skill, that skilled in that. That means the eyes were pouring out love. With very loving drishti. Viswam Ramayancha. Why does he Bhagavan appear like this? Because the whole prapancham becomes blissful, happy, peaceful. When you see Bhagavan like this, what happened to your sufferings and abhilashagal and aspirations and disappointments and frustrations and achievements? Everything is vaporized. Zero. Everything goes away. That is the beauty of making an eye contact with Bhagavan like this, which means I have to see him, and then when he looks at me, that drishti is incomparable, priceless. Okay? So, obviously, the whole prapancham, Viswam Ramayancha, Viswam, the whole prapancham, actually grammatically it means the Ulagatai or the Prapanchatai, because we have to say that grammar there. Okay? Viswam Ramayancha, making the whole prapancham happy and blissful. Then Parsa Brahmat Vyajana Chamara Rajahamsaha. Let us take the sentence. Parsva Brahmat Vyajana Chamara Rajahamsaha. Parsva means on the side, on both sides. What happened? Brahmat Vyajana Chamara Rajahamsa. Brahmat means something that is captivating, mesmerizing. See, Brahma also means one of illusion, confusion, and so many things come depending on where it is used. But here, it's one of so captivating it is that you forget yourself. Okay, that is Brahman. Brahmat, what's happening there that is so captivating? Vyajana Chamara Rajahamsaha. Rajahamsaha, Annaparavaigal, Hamsa birds. On both sides, Parsva, on both sides of Bhagavan, they are so beautiful. And what are they doing? Vyajana Chamara. Vyajana means, in English we say fan. In Tamil we say visiri. And Chamaram, you know the Chamaram that we do with temples, right? That is Chamaram. And why? That is done symbolically to remove all the perspirations and to make sure Bhagavan is asvasam, we say, to make him comfortable and all that. Because we need it in our human body. Now, these Rajahamsaha, these Annaparavaigal, the Rajas, the swans on both sides of Bhagavan, actually flapping their wings, so it looks like Chamaram and Vyajanam. Okay? And that was so captivating it is. And Upari Sveta Svetata Patra Sasina. Sasina means by the moon. Sasi means the moon. Chandran. Sasina, grammatically Chandranal. Okay, by the moon. So Upari, on top of Bhagavan, on top of his head, what happened? Svetata Patra. So Patram actually means umbrella. Kudai, as we say in Tamil, okay? Chatram, Chamaram, Patram. When you do Arshanai to Bhagavan, you will see all these the priest will say, okay? Patram Samarpayami, the Patram Samarpayami, Chamaram Samarpayami, like that, it will go. But the Patram means Kudai or umbrella. Here, Svetata Patra, that means it is a white in color. Sveta is white in color. What was the Patram? Was Sasina, the moon, Chandran himself, on top of Bhagavan. Now we have heard of Chandrakala, Chandra Mauliswarar, Sivaberman we talk. But that is actually only one amsam of Chandra, only Chandra Kalai. Okay? It is not full moon. Same way, for Pullayar also, we have Chandrakala. Only one kala, one aspect, one face of the moon he is carrying on his head. Here, Bhagavan Mahavishnu's on top of his head, just like a umbrella, the full moon is shining. How beautiful it is. Both sides, Rajahamsa birds fanning him. On top, the white full moon shining beautifully. Freedom, so lustrous it is. In 10 hands, the bhujangal are all golden colors, the ornaments, and carrying the 10 items that we talked about. Shyamala Varnan, so dark, wearing Pitambaram, which is not mentioned here, but you can add it. And then around the waist, it is shining golden. Udyanam is there, the waist belt. Beautifully, he looks at you with so lovingly, and Lakshmi Devi is also looking at you from his chest. So it's Hridayam. And with a beautiful darshanam like this, Rajyamanaha, he was beautifying everything, adding Sundaram is the right word for it. It is not more than beauty. It is what's the English word I'm not able to get. It is the perfection in beauty itself. Ati Sundaram. That's how he manifested himself. Okay, I hope you're able to reflect on this. Let me read the slokangal again. Shyamah hiranyaраsanah arka-kirita-jushtah नीलालक-भ्रमर-मण्डित-कुण्डलास्यः शङ्कः अब्ज-चक्र-शरचाप-गदा अतिः चर्म व्यग्रैः हिरण्यमय-भुजैः इव कर्णिकारः पक्षासि अभिसृतवधूः वनमाली उदारहास अवलोककलया रमयश्च विश्वम् पार्श्वभ्रमत् व्यजनचामरराजहंसः पेतातपत्रसतिन उपरिः रज्यमानः. Okay. Now, Javanah, with that, we will stop for today because our time is up, and with Bhagwan's Anugraham, we'll continue tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.